Elijah, what kind of haircut do you want?
Same as last time, but I want a design and I want the sides cut, but not the top.
Nothing off the top. As crazy as your hair looks, nothing off the top. All right, son.
I'm trying to grow braids.
Braids? Okay. Bro, you got amazing curly hair. People would kill for your hair. Why you trying to look like everybody?
I'm not trying to look like everybody.
Yeah, you trying to look like those YouTubers and those rappers you be watching. Huh? Huh? No? Alright, be yourself, you heard? YouTube, what is going on? You just saw a consultation with my son. This is my little man. He doesn't like to cut the top at all. He just never liked to cut it at all. So we let him do his thing. We give him freedom, creative freedom to express himself and be himself. I think that's important. All the while I'm coaching him, you know, just make sure you stay trying to be yourself. You know what I mean? So we started off this cut by sectioning the sides away, and I just started to blend the hair a bit, just so that it's not so bulky, and I can just kind of run this number 2 guard right into the bulk that's already there. Because his hair is curly, it was already kind of flipping up in the bulk area, so I kind of wanted to get that curl out by thinning it out. All right, above that number 2 guard, I'm using a number 3. It is closed. And underneath that number 3, we went to a 2 open. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and ball them out. You guys can see I'm using my new Slimline GTX with the power clip installed. Now I can tell you, this is my first time using them, and I set them too sharp. I set them so sharp that my son said he felt like it was just pricking him the whole time. Like it was a whole bunch of little needles stabbing him, is what he told me. So I had to stop and reset the trimmers, but it was a little too late. His skin got irritated for sure. We're using the Wall Caller Senior with my name engraved on the side. Shout out to Wall for that. They gifted that to me. We start with the blade open. And now I'm gonna go ahead and debulk it with that 1.5 guard. If I create a line, I can slap that number 2 on and clean that up above it. But we're going ahead and debulking it with this 1.5 guard, so that if I want to fade up, I would just be fading up into a 1 open. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna fade down 1.5 guard. Now 1 guard open, as you can see, and I can see the gradients come to life. But I have these guidelines that will keep me on track, keep me from getting lost in the fade. Underneath the 1 guard, I'm using the green 1/2 guard, and you can see we're starting to take that first guideline out. Again, this is keeping me organized. That way I don't get lost. My son's hair, you could easily get lost really quick. Alright, so like once this section is all done, what I got left, just the bottom line to take out. So I grabbed my my Babyless FX clipper, just because I set these, I feel very comfortable taking that bottom line out with them. And it just does its job, so I just grabbed them because it feels comfortable using this clipper for this step. So we just went clipper all the way closed and went up about 1/4 of an inch, and then opened it up like 1 notch, went up another 1/4 of an inch, and then gradually opened it until the fade was done. Now we may need to go back and detail specific areas, but that's the system that I used on this side. Hey guys, for all you guys who like Tomb 45 products, we're running a Cyber Monday sale. It ends at midnight. Cyber Monday sale. It'll be 30% off the entire store. You could get your ecosystem for the low. You can get power clips, you can get shave gel, and it's available the pure powder, and it's available on Amazon and tomb45.com. So Go check that out. Take advantage of the sale. This is our first time ever doing a sale. In 4 years of being in business, we've never done a sale before. We're just not that type of brand. But today we're doing one, so go take advantage, guys. 30% off, tune45.com, Amazon. All right, so on this side, we're gonna go ahead and pretty much the same steps. Start to debulk with this number 2 closed. This side is different than the other side. It grows a different direction. And in this area right here, my son's head shape just kind of flattens a bit more than the other side. So it is what it is. We just got to try to give him the best fade we possibly can. All right, so continuing to use this number 2. I think it's open right now. All right, we'll go ahead and start to ball them out, starting from the back because we're going to connect it right over here by the C cup area, and then just walking it over to the back. So I have my start and my finishing point for this bald guideline. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start doing his C cup now, just so that I can manage the fade accordingly. I want to fade inside my lines, you know, like coloring inside your lines, because we still want the C cup to be prominent. So if you fade too high in the C cup area, you're gonna lose the pop that's there. So that's what I mean by fading inside the lines. All right, blade all the way open. And on this side, we're just gonna fade up. So we're gonna go ahead and start to knock out this bottom section. Clipper all the way closed, open it little by little. Usually I go all the way close about 1/4 inch up, and then I open the lever up just a bit, go up another 1/4 inch, and then open it up about halfway. And then I'm probably 3/4 of the way up, and it's usually blended by then.
Let's get it.
All right, so now I got my number 1 guard all the way open. And you can already see with this number 1 guard all the way open how towards the mastoid, or as it gets to the back of the head, the color of the shade of the color of hair, it gets darker, because there's like his head shape flattens out. So we got to gauge that right here where I'm cutting, not right here, but to the right of it, not here. Okay. So this side looks fine, but as I get more to the left, right here in this area, that's where it can become problematic. So you really have to gauge that and make sure that it looks, you know, the same shade all the way through in this section. So if you notice, I'm using my blade open, especially in that area. All right, next step up is the 1.5 guard. Remember, we started with a number 2, so we don't really want to create any lines, but if we do, we know a number 2 will take it right out. Yeah, my son's hair on this side is very stubborn. It looks like there's like little dark spots everywhere. That's alright. That just means we gotta take more time on this side. More time detailing, I should say. Get through the system and then detail it. Alright, at this point we're kind of blending down now, because I definitely see dark areas, dark spots that I gotta clean up. So I'm just following my same process except backwards. So 1 guard open, now the 1/2 guard, then the blade open, close it little by little until it's to my standards. Yeah, it's coming together, I feel like. Alright, so he said he wanted a design, but his mom don't really like nothing crazy, so we're just gonna put 2 slashes real quick. Nothing crazy, guys, but enough to make him feel good, make him feel like the coolest kid on the block. So we're gonna put he calls him the panther claws. That's what he calls him. So I start at the bottom, at the top of this line, and then I detail the bottom of the line with the razor. And wherever I need to widen and stuff, I have more control. I can get a sharper look this way. Now the C cup, I didn't really mess with it too much because I noticed his skin was already irritated. So now I followed up the slimline with these trimmers because I didn't use the shaver on my son, but the rose gold FX is definitely get a closer cut than the slimlines, and I could see hair stubble coming off. So we followed up at the bottom with this trimmer to get it as tight as possible on the sides. And that helps with the gradients too. That helps with make the fade pop more. So guys, this is the before, my son being goofy. Look at that after. No lie, that's kind of blurry. So the previous time I cut his hair, if you guys watched the tutorial, we did a low drop, almost a compressed fade. This one's more like a mid fade. We kept bulk, kept the C cup and dropped it in the back just because he likes the curls there, and I like the way it sits on his crown. But I think it's a dope cut, man. Guys, we drop daily content. Don't forget about Cyber Monday. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, man. Smash the like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments about the cut. Sheesh.